Hey guys, we're going to get right into this unboxing and first impressions on the Wolverine Dig-2 MTW. Just let the box close here so you can see that. So, sorry, the Fossil Dig-2. I also apologize for my setup. I'm shooting on my phone. It's resting on the back of a chair, and I have a single overhead light. It is what it is. In the box, you get the replica. You get a King Arms mid-cap. You get your little goodie bag with your patch and all your O-rings and everything. And you get your flash hider and this little bottom piece for the flash hider. These two came in one bag, and this came in a separate bag. I've just taken them out of the bags. One of the bags was actually broken when I got it. So, yeah, the bag for these two was broken. So I tossed the bag, and then I took this out of its bag because, well, I wanted to put it in the gun. It did come a little marked, but that's just because this was tested. Either at the factory or the guys who sold it to me. I don't know, but they have a little sticker right there with its chrono and recommended PSI, which is, that's 10 shots using 0.2s at 140 PSI for 383 FPS. So 140 PSI is sort of what you're going to expect to operate if you want sort of that 1.4 joules. Really easy math, actually. Let's go over the gun here. This is like my 5th time filming, so I'm just going to try and go along it as quick as possible. And first thing is actually at this end, and it's the box. See how well that flash hider fits in this box? You know, that's all the way back. There's not enough room to use this box and have the XM flash hider on it. There's just not enough room in the foam, and it's going to be right up against the cardboard, basically. Like you're going to have that little bit of foam right there. That's all you're going to have. So, yeah, right off the bat, all the extra foam at the back end. And you're going to get maybe less than a centimeter, 1/4 of an inch-ish of foam on this end with the correct flash hider. So, that's annoying. It's not the end of the world. I'm not going to use this box anyways. But this is a nice box. It's quality foam. I'd expect that it would be set up so that you could use this box to bring your gun to and from the field. But when you're dropping this amount of money on a gun, you probably have a bag or box to spare. At least it's usable in this configuration. So if you wanted to run like just a generic sort of Car 15 build, you're still good with maybe a different flash hider. But another thing, actually, we're starting at this end. Screw it. Flash hider. Why not just a bird cage? You know, like, just a black bird cage. This is an A2, but like just for size, you know, it's the same size basically. Easily would have fit in the box. Just an A1 or A2 bird cage flash hider. Yes, in orange if you need the orange tip, but like if you at least provide the right one in orange, it can be painted. Or if the field requires an orange tip, you don't have one that looks, you know, ridiculous. This is an E2, I believe, so this distance is right. I believe E1s may have had bayonet lugs, but E2s didn't. So, good. 6-hole handguard. And no heat shield inside, which is a little bit annoying. Slip ring instead of a delta ring. Delta ring is just sort of, well, it's not as smooth. It's like, it looks like this. I couldn't find the words. It looks like this. Kind of annoying. This doesn't close. It's got all this HPA gubbins inside, so this doesn't close. Which would be fine if this wasn't, like, bright. Like, if this had anodized black, it probably would have been fine, but... Or if this was silver, that would have been fine, but having 2 different colors is sort of annoying to me. I will do something about that. That is fixable. Onto the main receiver. We got, like, a fully fenced-in lower here. Might as well be an A2 lower, to be honest. It does have like full reinforcements around here. A1 grip, which is nice, and it's like, you know, standard A1 grip off of like a GBB or a real gun. Teardrop forward assist, which is nice. Probably the best thing on this gun is just the upper, the markings on the upper. Internals are great, but they don't look great. But the upper itself is fantastic. Very happy with the upper. No brass deflector, which is fine, accurate. Stock is correct. It's not aluminum. We didn't expect it to be aluminum, but it is correct stock. It is a 6-position buffer tube underneath, which is somewhat annoying. And it has a castle nut and not a lock ring, which is also somewhat annoying. And that's sort of the gist of this gun, is it is just lots of little details that are somewhat annoying. And really, in the Wolverine space right now, this is the option. I'm doing a quick and dirty on this because there's still 4 in stock at Black Blitz Airsoft in Canada. If you're in Canada and you want one, I wanted one, I bought it. Yes, I'm apprehensive about it, but I'm using the receiver and turning this into a different gun. So, inaccuracies, be damned. I'm going to do something else with this. And it's an MTW. It's going to work. It's going to perform well. It's going to shoot great. All the guys on my team run MTWs. I was building my own HPA gun. Now I'm going to sell that project and just stick with this. Because this is going to do everything I want it to do. And probably more once I get some new parts for it. We'll just go over here, these markings, and then we'll make a couple more comments, and then we're done. So we do have the MTW/dig markings. And I'm actually fine with these. I wish it wasn't property of U.S. government, because for other clone builds, that's not correct. But for this, for an XM177, it's correct. I don't like that screw, that visible screw there. But everything else on this side is okay. Like, from a distance, these markings look fine. Or a little out of focus, these markings look fine. These are passable markings. This is totally personal preference, too. If you're not happy with these markings, you're not going to be happy with the gun. If you're okay with these markings, you're probably going to be okay with the gun. And, yeah. The whole scale of this is right. The weight feels good. The mags click in well. Like, it's an MTW. It's what you expect. It's just, if you were apprehensive, hopefully this answers some questions. Personally, that's a $10 part. That's a $10 part. And it's going to immediately be... Sorry, you don't have to replace this. But that's a $10 part. Like swap that and it's better. Buffer tube, just don't use the extra holes. It's fine. Use it fully collapsed, fully extended. Put some electrical tape over these extra holes. You know, if they're that bothersome, you can cover those. You can kind of hide that. But also, like, what an angle. You have to hold the gun out for someone to actually see that. So, not too concerned about that. I will say, because this is MTW, not like a cheap AEG, the carry handle actually is proper spec. A lot of these guns, I don't have it here with me, but I did already test this with a gooseneck mount that clips on here and through the hole here, and it fits perfectly. This is 100%, like, as far as I can tell, bang on upper. A lot of times on AEGs, this trough, whatever you want to call it, won't be the right size. This hole will be too far forward or too far back for the gooseneck mount to actually work. And you see, I put the gooseneck on, but there's no scratches from it. Like, it fit wonderfully. It did not need any modification, and it was good to go. And you might say, why do I care about a gooseneck? Well, the gooseneck mount fitting means that your retro optics will fit fine without modification. I've had to drill out a few of these mounting holes to get things to fit properly. But this one, not a concern. My plans for this, just to let you guys know, is it's going to become an M653/723. It's going to be my Black Hawk Down carbine, and potentially Panama and some other conflicts. I'll be swapping parts on this as I go, and I'll just basically be keeping the upper and lower together, and then everything else is going to get changed. If they ever put out an A2, and I hope they do, MTW that is, or Wolverine that is, I will definitely get the A2, and I'll start swapping parts back and forth and make all sorts of custom ARs. But for the time being, this is the XM177 MTW Dig-2 by Wolverine, and this is me closing the box and the video.